This call is now being recorded.
Today's topic is data transmission, means communication of data by propagation and processing of signal. Data transmission can be two types: analog transmission, digital transmission. In analog transmission, analog signal transmitted without regards to content, means that can be analog or digital. In analog transmission, attenuation takes place over distance. Thus, to solve the problem of attenuation, we use amplifier to boost signal. Whereas in data transmission, digital transmission is concerned about contents and its integrity concerned by noise or attenuation. The attenuation can be overcome in case of digital transmission. In this case, repeaters are used. Okay. Now, periodic or non-periodic digital signal is a composite analog signal with frequency 0 and infinite. So, transmission of digital signal will be in the form of periodic or non-periodic digital signal. This data transmission or transmission digital signal can be of two types: baseband transmission and broadband transmission. Baseband transmission means sending a digital signal over a channel without changing the digital data to analog signal. In that case, low pass channel is used where bandwidth will be narrow. Means digital signal over a channel without changing the digital data to analog signal. Means you have information like 1 0 0 1 in binary form, so you can directly change it. Okay, but for that you need low pass channel and narrow bandwidth. In baseband transmission of a digital signal that preserve the shape of a digital data is possible if we have a low pass channel with an infinite or very wide bandwidth. Okay. Just one minute. So in case of broadband transmission means change the digital signal to analog signal for transmission, and it uses band pass channel. So what are the important things here? Please see that here digital signal changes. Okay, digital signal over channel without changing the digital signal. Okay, here digital signal changes to analog signal. That is the main factor. Okay, here it is digital signal without changing digital data to digital signal. That is the main difference. Okay. Here, baseband transmission, sending a digital data over a channel without changing the digital data to analog signal. Here, digital signal to analog signal. Okay. Change the digital signal to analog signal for transmission. There is a main difference. Okay. Here it uses low pass channel. Here it uses band pass channel. Baseband transmission of a digital signal that preserve the shape of a digital signal is possible if we have a low pass channel with an infinite or very wide bandwidth. Here broadband, if the available channel is band pass channel, we cannot send a digital signal directly to the channel. We need to convert digital signal to an analog signal before transmission. Okay. Already it is covered in the last class that if it is 0 to f1, it will be low frequency, and if it is f1 to f2, it will be band pass channel. Okay, so our main topic is concerned about encoding technique, where there will be two type of transmission. One is analog transmission and there will be digital transmission. In analog transmission, analog data to analog signal conversion take place, where there will be three types: AM, FM, PM. That will be covered in the below notes. And second can be digital data to analog signal conversion, where it will be like ASK, FSK, PSK, QAM. Okay. In digital transmission, analog data to digital signal conversion, example is PCM and DM. In case of digital data to digital signal conversion, example are NRZ, NRZL, NRZI, Manchester, Manchester. Please see that in analog transmission, the output will be analog signal. Okay. In digital transmission, output will be digital signal. Okay. In both cases, data can be analog or digital. In digital transmission, data can be analog or digital. That's why there are 4 different types. Okay. So please remember this 4 encoding technique: analog data to analog signal, digital data to analog signal, analog data to digital signal, digital data to digital signal. At least you remember these 4 terms. Then you will be able to understand the rest of these topics. Okay. So to start with the first category, let's take the first category, analog to analog conversion. Okay. Analog to analog conversion is also known as analog modulation, is the representation of analog information by analog signal. So modulation is needed if the medium is band pass in nature, or if only a band pass channel is available to us. Okay. So that analog modulation or analog to analog signal conversion can be 3 types. First is amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, phase modulation. Okay. In amplitude modulation, you will have a analog signal of, say, the first figure shows a signal where it is a non-periodical sinusoidal wave known as modulating signal. Let's say it is an audio signal. Audio signal will take the help of or the modulating signal will take the help of a carrier frequency. Okay, where frequency will be high. In carrier frequency will be high, but amplitude will be constant. With the help of carrier frequency, modulating signal will be combined with carrier frequency to form amplitude modulation signal, where the shape of the signal is retained with the amplitude height in the positive side and in the negative side. The new signal, amplitude modulation signal, has frequency as same as carrier frequency. Okay, there is an example of amplitude modulation. Let's see theory. In amplitude modulation, the carrier signal is modulated. Okay, so that its amplitude varies with the changing amplitude of the modulating signal. Okay. The carrier signal is modulated so that amplitude varies with the changing amplitude of the modulating signal. So that is all about amplitude modulation. Okay. Next, the frequency and phase of the carrier remain the same. Only the amplitude changes to follow variation of information. That is also important. In amplitude modulation, frequency and phase remain same. Okay, frequency and phase C. Here frequency same, phase same. No changes in frequency and phase. What changes you can observe? That it has a different shapes, different height. Okay, that's why it says that amplitude varies with the changing amplitude of the modulating signal. So the total bandwidth required for AM can be determined from the bandwidth of the audio signal. So it says that if bandwidth of modulating signal is say B, then see here it will be 2B, because it is double, it is using two signal, two shapes, okay, at the positive side, at the negative side. So that's why if input signal is B, then output signal will be 2B, that is the bandwidth. Bandwidth required by AM signal equal to multiple of twice of the modulating signal. Next is frequency modulation. Frequency modulation, frequency of the carrier signal is modulated, okay, that is the main thing, to follow the changing voltage level of the modulating signal. Okay, see, there is the input signal say where it is positive side and it is negative side, okay, and say you have a carrier frequency. To represent this modulating signal with the help of carrier frequency, what techniques are used? That at the positive side compression will be used, okay, at the negative side decompression will be used. That is the main theme, okay. The peak amplitude and phase of carrier signal remain constant, but as the amplitude of the information signal changes, the frequency of the carrier changes correspondingly. I hope this is clear, because it's simple that positive means compression, negative means decompression. During conversion from positive to negative, it will be like changes from compressed to decompressed. That is the signal. Please observe that in the output signal, height or amplitude is same as carrier frequency. Phase also same as carrier frequency. What are the changes? Is only the frequency of the carrier signal changes here. So you can easily compare AM and FM. Okay, amplitude modulation is different than frequency modulation. Amplitude modulation, the amplitude changes. In frequency modulation, the frequency changes. Next, third will be phase modulation. In phase modulation, phase will change. Let's see. Okay. In phase modulation, phase of the carrier signal is modulated to follow the changing voltage level of the modulating signal. Okay. Peak amplitude and frequency of the carriers remain constant. So here amplitude, frequency of the carrier signal remain constant. Okay. So you may get confused here that in phase modulation also amplitude and frequency of carrier signal remain constant. So what changes it does? But as the amplitude of the information signal changes, the phase of the carrier signal changes correspondingly. Okay. Phase modulation is not widely used for radio transmission because it tends to require more complex receiving hardware and there can be ambiguity problem. Okay, phase modulation is used in digital music synthesizer. Please observe that see, let's take the same signal, positive side of the modulating signal and negative side of the modulating signal. Here frequency of the carrier frequency is, you can observe in the figure. So in case of output, what it does, during your phase changes, during when it goes from 0 to positive, it will be compressed signal. Okay, and when it will go from 0 to positive side, it will go on compress. Then from top, when it will go to bottom, or it changes the shape from positive to negative, it will be decompressed. Okay, so see here, there is a difference between the frequency modulation and the phase modulation. Here, frequency, compressed frequency determines positive signal, negative signal determined by decompressed. Okay, here change from negative to positive will be compressed, and during positive to negative it will be decompressed. There is a difference. Or let's say in theoretical, how we can write, phase modulation is same as FM with one difference. In FM, the instantaneous changes in the carrier frequency is proportional to the amplitude of the modulating signal. Okay, that the instantaneous changes in the carrier frequency is proportional to the modulating signal. In PM, instantaneous changes in carrier frequency is proportional to the derivative of the amplitude of the modulating signal. Okay, so please remember this derivative word. Okay. If any confusion, please let me know. Okay, thank you. Let's continue with second topic. So what we have covered? We have covered analog data to analog signal conversion. Okay, analog data because that is an audio signal. So just we have seen that AM, FM, PM. Okay, let's see digital data to analog signal conversion. ASK, FSK, PSK, QAM. In case of analog transmission, digital data to analog signal conversion is the process of changing one of the characteristics of an analog signal based on the information in digital data. Okay, we have the first case, ASK. Okay, before going to that, see the figure. We will have this kind of data like high, low in the input. We will have a digital to analog modulation device that will convert our data in the form of analog signal. Okay, so the first category is ASK, known as amplitude shift gain, then frequency shift gain, then phase shift gain. Combining the advantages of ASK and PSK, we have the fourth type, QAM, quadrature amplitude modulation. Okay, for the time being, is concentrated on ASK, known as amplitude shift gain, where in the figure you can simply observe that our data is 1 0 1 0 1. So ASK is easy, that whenever you will have 1, you will have a signal. Okay, whenever 0, there will be no signal. 1, signal. 0, no signal. 1, signal. If you have consecutive 1, then it will be continuous signal. Then whenever it will get 0, it will be no signal. So it is simple. Amplitude of the carrier signal is varied to create signal element. Okay, means data with the help of carrier. So it will be like only carrier signal will be retained for 1. Both frequency and phase remain constant while the amplitude changes. Clear? In analog transmission of digital data, the baud rate is less than or equal to bit rate. Okay? That is one observation. Let's see phase shift gain. Sorry, frequency shift gain. In frequency shift gain, the frequency of the carrier signal is varied to represent data. Okay, frequency of the modulated signal is constant for duration of one signal element, but changes for the next signal element if the data element changes. both peak amplitude and phase remain constant. So in frequency shift gain, for 0 use decompressed signal, for 1 used compressed signal. Okay, that is the simple fundamental. Okay, that is all about your concept in frequency shift gain. For 1 used compressed signal, for 0 used decompressed signal. Okay. Phase shift gain. In phase shift gain, phase of the data signal is varied to represent two or different signal element. Both peak amplitude and frequency remain constant as the phase changes. Here technique is that for changes in bit, you shift the signal. Like if you start from positive, it will continue for 0. When it is getting a new bit as 1, it is changing the phase. Okay, at that point it is 180-degree shift. Okay, if the next bit is same, it will continue. If next bit is different, it will reverse. It will change the angle from reverse 180-degree changes will be there. So 0 it is changes. From 1 again it is changes. Okay. So summary is that in PSK phase changes. Okay. In ASK amplitude changes. In FSK frequency changes. So what is QAM? Quadrature amplitude modulation. It's a combination of amplitude shift gain and frequency and phase shift gain. So PSK is limited by the ability of the equipment to distinguish small differences in phase. This factor limits its potential bit rate. So ASK, PSK, FSK alternates only one of the three characteristics of a sine wave at a time. But combining the ASK and PSK, it alternates two characteristics of a sine wave at a time. Okay. So in QAM, it uses two carriers, one in phase, other in quadrature, with different amplitude level for each carrier. Means for 0110 bit stream, carrier 1 will change its phase, carrier 2 will change its amplitude. Okay. Then the output whatever you will get, there you can observe that for some cases amplitude changes and for some cases phase changes, or two changes can be together or no changes can be there together. Okay. So I have not included any figure for QAM. You can get one example in the Fortune book or in the Google you can find QAM figure. There is a common question that why PSK is more advantageous over ASK and FSK. Okay. Or why PSK is more preferable than ASK and FSK. There is one question. So